All right, we gotta set the tone here. Check, check, 1, 2. Oh my God. All right. So I was just showering literally 10 minutes ago. Nope, 40 minutes ago. I really got distracted by this drone that just so happened to be flying about 15, 20 feet away from my window. I'm not kidding. So I went through a rabbit hole and I discovered that it is a Denver Police Department Skydio painfully quiet drone. I'm still trying to keep it together. That being said, viewer discretion is advised. My nicotine intake is going to be kind of dumb today. So, you can hear the faint motor sounds, or I could be paranoid and those are just the fans that I have. I try to keep it pretty quiet, but that was a weird one. By the way, today was my first day of therapy, so thank you. This is actually my 1500th day, if you consider Ableton, which is going to be my therapy. I can hear the drone. I wish I could hear the drone. I will be honest with you. I did not hear it approaching. It had headlights. Just search Skydio. Go ahead, Google it. It will literally freak you out, especially when that shit happens. But from what I understand its launch point, 1331 Cherokee Street. If you want to fuck with me, then I'll fuck with you back. Sorry. Denver Police Department is funded by a nonprofit that's housed in Unit 402. Just drone doxed you. Okay. Keep it together. So anyways, viewer discretion is advised. Let's get started. You can actually see their...
Can you give me one more in? Can you give me one more in?
Okay, I'm going to stop it there because that's our final destination one. This thing's going to be Vincent, I apologize. It's going to take me a minute to finish this, but I want it to knock the drones out of the sky. Water, you waiting for? Make sure to hydrate. Very important. Especially when the air is so thin.
Can you give me one more in? Can you give me one more in?
We're going for it. I sampled a thing and didn't deactivate that. Give me just 1 second. I would like to turn this blood red. Or, If you can't tell, my lights are actually synchronized with the screen. It's pretty fun. Leet Haxer, and I need to wake myself up because it's Rhythm Night at good old Vinyl, downtown 1082 Broadway Street. See you there. Okay, let's see. overthink this. I'm gonna give myself a time frame so I'm not caught up in the antics of normalness now. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour. And it begins. So, first things first, I'm gonna switch this to something that I can use. Oh my god, I found my red. Yeah. Man. We're cool. We're cool. Cool. Right about there. Drop that brightness so you can see it a little bit better. And then grid line all the way up. That way you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's start by deactivating the tracks that are distracting. Oh. So I actually sampled that from a record earlier. You can hear it's quite beefy, without kind of a purpose. It doesn't fit in the mix quite yet. First thing that I'm going to do is activate my Instagram. So I forgot to stream. By the way, catch me on Instagram at Codakolor. I do live streams of Ableton and try to keep my butt in the seat. It's really hard when I have no equipment whatsoever. Any chance you can get my boy on the list for church? Bro, I'm working on your song. This is wild. Yes, sir. Names and I'll send them. By the way, this goes for anybody on the chat. If you happen to be watching this and you want to get into vinyl while I'm working there, hopefully for a minute, hit me up. I will get you on the list. You will get in, and whoever you want to bring in will get in. So, my God. Look at the time. I have 58 minutes. Let's, it's quite boomy. I'm going to deactivate it for right now. Now we can hear in the background there's obviously a few distracting things. First of all, that's fine. Something Zamskray. Give me a break. Is it give me a break? Give me a beat. Oh my God. I actually confuse myself sometimes. Just I want a slab cross hybrid techno banger. So you got to think like a techno head. 909 is going to be your bread and butter. The bass needs to match the kick. The kick needs to crumple the bass. Like, what a weird dichotomy. It's one of the most ritziest subgenres because everybody calls techno different things, and the techno heads are sick of people comparing techno to trance music. I get it. But also, as a non-techno head / more house-leaning kind of fella, I think it's ridiculous when you pigeonhole yourself. I'm at 132. I'm going to mix this if it works. So you can kind of see, no, it's not pumping about the same volume. Here's my kick, and I think I have this all in a group. Yeah, so 2.6, right? I'm going to expand it so you can kind of see where we're at comparatively. We want to match the bass with the kick drum, and we don't want them to fight because it's peace, love, unity, respect all the way. Pretty close. I don't hear enough of the boomph of the kick. I know I don't have a subwoofer, but I already know that just by looking at a spectrometer. So we're gonna beef up the kick. First of all, it needs to be so if you want it to gallop, the kick has to be the similar tune of the bass, and it needs to not have the monotony of tech house where they pigeonhole, again, a different key, completely arbitrary. When it has this, like, we're in it, you know it's the same bass line. I'm going to listen for both elements. That one's the correct tune. You can hear that one is not. I'm using a tool called TRKO1, track 1. They have one for the bass and one for the kick. You can design an entire song, you really can, just using those two Native Instruments plugins for Reactor 6. So that's not the right tune. I'm going to go... If you're unsure, you can always use the tuner. Right. Green enough. All right. A little hot on those hi-hats, but a little flange maybe. Using an AOA for that one, I think. Needs to have a dynamic range, you know. Oh, it does. Okay, well. They're maracas. And I already have a phaser flanger. My gosh. It's still a little too much. It needs to sit in the background like an action flick from the 90s. Convolution Reverb Pro, please. We'll design it from scratch. It's always fun. I have an LFO tool at the end. That helps duck everything. And I also make sure it's soft. In this case I don't because it's just a shaker, but that may also be the way that you can inflict. Let's just try it. Nice little pump. Now it's spicy. Let's see how we can build it up. If I were to drop this tonight, Bloghouse style, where day of, Steve Aoki's asking you, hey buddy, I got this banger, but I don't play house music. He's a trance guy, I guess, in my head. Can you like get me one more in? And you're like, yeah, man. You take the flash drive and pull up to the club, check it out. If it hits, it slaps.
Can you give me like one more in, one more in, one more in, one more in, one more in? Can you give me like one more in, one more in, one
more in, one? Okay, so now his voice has become the snare roll.
Can you give me like one?
Tension drops right back into it. I went a little too far there. Okay. How do you do that? Well, tension is just the uncertainty of what's about to hit.
One more, one more, one more, one more.
Let's go. Man, look at that structure.
One more in, one more in.
Got it. So I still have a little bit of space. I like doing obnoxious rolls, so I apologize for nothing. 2, 1. Really milk it for what it's got. And then, whoa, all of it's off. It's going to sound a little glitchy, so just work with what you got. Oh, because I'm working on 132. Narrow, please. And am I on a triplet? No. You betcha.
One more.
Mm-hmm.
One more. One more.
Supersonic at that point. We'll bend it upwards. I'm going to take this whole thing. It's a big commitment. I don't know if I could do it. Command J. Oh boy. Keep it with complex. I could do some cool stuff with textures though. Why not? envelopes. I'm just going to transpose modulate it. Clip. Transposition. Oh boy, I'm going to need to eat before I work. Because I'm a hungry, hungry man.
Can you give me like one more?
Kind of. 49 minutes on the clock. Okay.
Can you give me like one more?
OTT amount. Mm-hmm.
Can you give me like one more in? Can you give me
EQ8. Oh, there's an aural boost right there.
Can you give me like one more in?
Oh. Bro. Off.
Can you give me like one more in?
I like how he gets very quiet. Can you give me like one more in?
One more in. Can you give me like one more in? Can you give me like one more?
There needs to be a change up, I think. I still have not joined them. I just took a shower. I don't really need to take anything else with me. I think I'm good. Oh, yes. Earlier, I actually went to therapy today. Had my first session with, not forgetting his name, Vince. I'm going to refuse from saying his last name, but it's funny. It takes me a while to remember it. We were talking about this thing where sometimes I bite my lip because I don't know if they're canker sores. I haven't kissed a girl in a year. But every time I concentrate on it, I have to stop what I'm doing. Or at least I've given myself this rule. I stop what I'm doing so I can not freak out, because I've been freaking out for a minute. And all I want to do is produce music, work a very simple job, and kind of call it. I think that's the American dream, honestly. But if you're really into music, like I have been for a while, you really do want to work in the industry. A lot of people who go to festivals early on kind of graduate to that level of either they're a liaison or they have promoters. They become a promoter for Insomniac or whoever else it might be, and that's important. Shows thrive on the promoter's work, but oftentimes they're not easy to work with. So it makes you into adds tougher skin, you know. I like making music at home.
Can you give me like one more in?
Okay. Utility. I'm gonna, already have it. I should look. So if I take gain and I
one more in. Can you give me like one more?
Supersonic. It is the same thing at that point. Nah. Could it be?
One more.
Give me a beat. Yeah, actually. I like music. Needs to be a lot quicker. I think I've given up on the prospect of even holding an Instagram chat, but in case you follow me on Instagram and you're YouTube shy, which I understand, I really don't like signing up and then having to watch ads every 10 minutes. Get it. On Instagram, ask me any questions. I will try to get the screen somehow, but capture technology doesn't allow us to just RTMP 2 streams without using like a restream agent. Less complaining, more champagning. Live. Ableton and how. That's my series. I'm sticking with it. Whoop. Okay. You're going to watch like one of my students right over here. And I'm going to give you the narrowest field of vision ever. It does not matter. The points do not matter. This is just like whose line. There we go. Okay. I can kind of see the screen now, so that's good. I think just slap it with a kicky. No clappy, just kicky. Where's my clappy though? That's the one that I need to get rid of. That will slowly merge its way back. I think I can make the kick a little bit better. We're using a UAD for a kick, right? Oh, wow, lots of, whoa. Whoa. Okay, one thing that I do want to change. Hello. I want to dynamically process, not the transient, which means that I'm catching it too early, but I also, probably TRK1. Okay, so wrong channel. Decrease, decay. So much high end. Oh, right, but we... Yeah. There's a lot of gunk right around there. Eh, good rule of thumb. It's a horrible comparison. The bass kicks right in here, kind of, so. The rest of it, I can just... No. Give me a beat. Actually, yeah, why not? Give me a beat. Nah. I'm not boys noise. I don't know. So that's me actually playing back the file, crossfader and everything, trying to match the beat, making my own kind of quick edit. Hey. That might be a layer. Actually, yeah, I think that might be a layer. It's going to be thinned out, but that's not a bad kick. These are all from a record, I think. Oh, yeah. It's Workstation Volume 1. Okay. We're just going to shape it like that. Also, the beat should start right in phase. So I'm a stickler about this. It's easier to do it with analog samples, but digital. You get these weird like off phase ones when you have a waveform that starts here and then does its waveform like this. You get basically an inverse pump. That's the pop that you hear in speakers. Oftentimes it's a surge in energy that's non-polarized. So this one is the proper polarity. Nice. Okay, now there's a clap, I think. Nope. Oh, that's coming up next music. Wait, is it coming up next? Yeah, that's totally it. Jeez, come on. Oh, I did my cuts. Okay. Happy accident. Okay, I'm going to take that. The drop. Oh, that's nice. Boom. Right there. Oh, now. Come on now. Oh my gosh, come on now. Cut. Steam is applied. No. Okay, got it. Cool. I think it needs its own track now. Oh, and I need to organize too. FX woo loo lulu. Whoa. It. Oh, that's the drop. Oh. Not bad. It's better than 4, 3, 2, 1. That's every time I hear that symbol, that is the thing that plays in my head. Yeah. With the top end, that's a beat. Let's drink water. That's on the offbeats. Okay, cool. Oh. That's what I get for saying 4, 3, 2, 1. By the way, I have a show coming up. If you're free on Sunday, you want to get on down to a custom, I'm spending my time with this kind of set. All originals, never before seen footage. It will all be there. Plus, I'll be doing some DJ tricks. Come on now. You got to give them a show, man, especially on a Sunday. That's like a matinee. Cool. Let's put that with the kick. Let's just saturate the crap out of it. A little quiet there. Oh, that's right. And then I guess it just... Not a big fan of that beat. Where are you? That's a 4-bar count, so let's just put that before it. Nope. See, what you want to do is add a saturator after the compressor, just to give you that little thwomp womp, you know, like 2003 Korg Triton. I don't want to make any assumptions here, but like just straight out of the synth / groove box kind of warmth, like an Electribe, Korg Electribe. That's a perfect example of the practical equipment that was used to get that kind of mid-range thwomp, but a sample can do it just as well. I like using a saturator because it gets there really quick, and then I can shape it like a snow cone. In this case, I think it's just a little, but it's tacky. That's good. Just needs to be, I don't know, thwompy. No, that was right. Well, when in doubt, reset it out. Kick. Thwacker. That's the one. I mean, it might just sound good without it, honestly. Okay, that's probably what's taking a lot of it out. I want it to hit. Yeah, I think maybe this is too much. For now. What I'll do is I'll do this. Reinforcement for the hi-hats taken over. This is a long drawn kind of song. There's our Final Destination 1. Never played the game. Damn it. I was off. That's annoying me. That's the yellow one. I'm going to give that one a proper name now. Drums. DR_snare snare. Snare snare. I'm going to actually add a saturator to it. The output. Thank God for that. That'll help it get really nice and toasty right before the drop. Lord have mercy.
More in.
Oh, I do have a white noise. Nice. I guess I can just... Nope, it's a sound effect. Oh, boy. Oh, sure enough. Look at that. Wow. Final Destination 1. That's where we're at.
More in.
And then it just kind of drops off, huh? Are we... Nope, we're non-congruent to the form. If we're starting exactly at the beginning, no cue points, nothing like that. I like to keep it on the checkerboard. The light gray versus gray, normal gray area. 49, what's the timing? 28 minutes. Oh my gosh. I really want to leave my seat. It's funny how much I want to leave my seat. Focus is just how much you appreciate your time, I guess. Oh, I see. I don't think there's a no. EQ8. Maybe a slope. Oh, you know what else? Man, I hate to beat a dead horse, but you need to have some kind of sidechain duck. As long as it's smooth, it doesn't create any weird clicks, especially on the beginning transient of your kicks. Out of phase abnormalities or +3s, so when you layer two sounds on top of each other, I have noticed it drives the polarity off. So when your kick hits, I think Deadmau5 ranted about this last week, it literally pops the speaker. You hear a pop plosive. Compressors past Live 9 have this weird click. And I like sidechain compression is what got me into Ableton in the first place. So, and it was all because of a Deadmau5 interview where he showed you how to actually do it. So because of that, you hear that little much better. Not the right place for that. Yeah, that's right.
More in.
Okay, fine. I'm not a big fan of sirens, mainly from trauma that I incurred with a previous relationship where, not trauma, maybe a learning event. Yeah, definitely a learning event. She basically told me that a lot of people, because the music industry is full of fellow felons, or fellow felons, I don't know. The sound of a siren, unless it absolutely causes acute stress, a lot of people who have abused drugs, they definitely don't like the sound of this. So I like to make inclusive music that isn't just cheap. You can see here it says vocal siren. It's not a real siren. But I do have a really good sample I was dying to use. Now as it sits in the background, I'm actually happy that it's characteristically different than just a square D initial package for like a police car siren. Nowadays they have what are called Hoovers. They're subwoofer based sirens. They're spooky. just unsettling, because now it's not just a bunch of, not like a crying, I don't know, like a side of like a country fighting in war, right? And then they have like, if they're shrieking while they attack, that is the art of war. So, I'm overthinking it. I'm probably gonna stop here in a sec. Tell you what, I'm gonna call it 5 minutes. there should not be Final Destination 1. Final Destination 1 should stay on the checkerboard. This is a quick start song. Typically the drop's right here at 33, but for all intents and porcupines, I'm going to go ahead and say this is more steam. So 2 elements, I guess. Before I get too far, though, let me just do some consolidation. Vincent's voice is going in its own track. We're going to call that Vox. Woolululu. Oh, right, the Woolululu. Okay, that's going to go into an effects group right next to FX White. Nice. Man, cortisol's a head of a drug. FX has the movies right there. Okay. I need to color code this too, but that's for later time. Vocal Siren is an effects, but I'm going to rename it FX Siren. Put that inside the effects. 22 audio unoccupied. Vin sitting in Vox by himself. Any controls on the Vox group? Nothing. So I'm actually really glad that that's just that one. We can kind of tame out his vocal a smidge. There will definitely be edits of it going somewhere, so I'm going to cut, paste all of my plugins from his initial group into the group itself, the hierarchy, so that I can affect everything as I add different tracks. The race, it's a Friday night, that's right. I should probably know this. Vin, I got you on Church Nightclub too. If you want into an Insomniac represented club, hit me up. I'm great friends with the general manager. Wow. Oh, that's right. It's the motorcycles make their pilgrimage across Denver on Friday nights while it's nice. It's actually kind of nice. His vocals coming in hot.
Can you give me like one more in, one more in, one more in, one more in? Hide up. Can you give me like one more in, one more in, one more in, one more in, one more in?
I think I'm adding that. All right, 909 by itself. This is now our DR perk sim at the end, just so I know what it is. Command Shift M. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's only that much. So now, can't believe I'm doing that. And then it goes woo-loo-loo, which is kind of cool. So maybe what I'll do, because I do want that to be a gated sound, everything will be legato except for the end. Cool. Wrong place. It. I don't know. Let's try an 808. Yeah, if it's higher pitched, I mean that. Oops. Ow, now, come on. You don't think tuning any of these is Ableton? Please, just add another set of... Please. I guess I could do it myself. Whatever. I got a vent, but it's really not appropriate. It takes away from the creative process. Controls, transposition. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I made that mistake. Start at 0, transpose all the way up to a full 12. And then it goes supersonic right there. Almost. Super duper sonic. Nice pump effect. Pretty sick. All right, I said I'd give myself 5 minutes, and it has been 5 minutes. So, Michelle. Called off work, not taking this stupid medication made me feel insane today. Oh. All right, I'm going to stop the live stream there. Michelle, if you're watching, I'm so sorry I read that right out loud. But anyways, thank you for tuning. Codakolor. It's been fun. It's been real. Now it's time for work. But I'll